Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hey everyone. Hey. How's everyone doing today? Hey Ray. Transformation, hello. Carla, Amira, welcome in. Kaylee, how are you? Hey Kim. Hey Amy. All right, we're going to get started on some free reads real quick, so that way everyone knows where they are. Also, sorry if it's hard to understand me today. I'm dealing with allergies, and it's like I'm not able to enunciate things very easily. So let me know if you're having trouble hearing me. Hey Vetus, how are you? Yeah, transformation, it's been a minute for sure. Amira, I am getting a yes, it is possible. Carla, I'm getting a yes. I do feel like this person likes you, but the Queen of Swords indicates that he doesn't show it or he doesn't intend to show it. So maybe he's keeping this to himself. Like maybe he's not going to do anything about it. Kim, I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Again, he does. That is a yes card for me, but the fact that it's in reverse means that he's going to take a while or a very long time to come forward. This is going to require patience from you if this is someone that you want to connect with. Amy, Queen of Pentacles, I am getting a yes for you. Got Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups tried to come out. All right, so Ray, I have the Two of Swords. I don't think that he's feeling bad. Bottom of the deck, top of the deck are no cards. But the Two of Swords indicates a maybe or things being at a standstill. So I don't think that he feels strongly about it either way. So I think no, not really. Transformation, thank you. I'm going to add you to my donation list. Yes, transformation. I recognize your picture. Queen Resilient, right? You're welcome, Amira. Vetus, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Aaliyah, hi and welcome in. How are you doing today? Um, yeah, Haley, I think that would be good. I think that would be good. The world talks about you feeling accomplished. Temperance talks about making the right choice or getting all your facts first before making a decision, thinking through things carefully. Kayla, I have a yes, Knight of Cups. He or she, whoever ages, is happy, yes. High Priestess, it's looking like you might. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. There's something going on there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's something bad. The sun typically indicates something positive or it not being as bad as you think. But I do think there's something there that you may want to look into further. I will post the donation list very soon, guys. Thank you for the donations. Manor, I am getting a no. I have the moon and the wands, page of wands. He's doing his own thing. You're welcome, Haley. Princess, you got 3 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a yes, Princess. I feel like he's kind of stuck in the past a little bit. I am getting a yes. Hey everyone, thank you for joining. If you'd like a free yes, no, go ahead and post it in the chat. Make sure you like the live stream, please. Firefly, I am getting a no. 2 of swords. We have a 10 of swords at the bottom of the deck. It does not feel like that will happen this month. Hi, butterflies. I am getting a yes. Aaliyah, I have the 8 of wands. This also talks about racing thoughts and the desire and possible actual tangible communication with you. I feel like he wants to hear from you or he wants to talk to you. Ray, thank you again for the donation. I'm going to update the list here shortly so that everyone knows where they are. You're welcome, High Priestess. Thank you. You're welcome, Aaliyah. Carlene, I am getting a yes. The Strength card. This indicates that this person has feels an influence on the connection and maybe feels like you have an influence over them. that they haven't been able to shake. Amy, I'm not sure if you're still in here. I saw your messages. I just had to get through the free list first. But I see what you're saying, Amy. Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry. And thank you. I don't necessarily feel bad or anything. I'm dealing with, normal sinus stuff. So it's kind of just more annoying than anything. But I feel okay. You're welcome, Carlene. Yeah, like I don't normally get them either. I do have allergies, but I've gone my whole life not having them. And then I hit my 30s, and then it's like awoken this beast inside from within. And it's really annoying. Yeah, Amy, I can definitely understand that. You're welcome, Amy. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for liking this live stream as well. That was a busy first 15 minutes. I feel like I was just boom, 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 boom. Like, it's been a while since it's been like that. That was exciting. All right, guys, so we have 1 minute left of the free list, and we are moving on. Oh, Ray, you have a sinus infection? Oh, I'm so sorry for you. I think for me, the main thing is like when I was having really bad postnasal drip 2 nights ago, I couldn't sleep because of this constant sensation of needing to drink something or swallow or whatever. And it just was keeping me up. It was waking me up. And then last night I slept a lot better, but it was still I'll wake up and my nose and my throat are just so dry and almost burning. It's just such an uncomfortable feeling. And my throat will be sore, but only because it feels dry. But as long as I have a drink or a cough drop, I'm also having deja vu. This is really weird. But as long as I have something like tea, I'm good and it doesn't really hurt. But it's just annoying, it's more annoying than anything. Yeah, Brendan was actually dealing with nosebleeds too. He's luckily, I think, hopefully getting over whatever he had. He had something that was causing a really bad cough as well, but it sounds like it's letting go of him. I feel bad for anyone who gets these sinus infections because they are not fun. All right, I meant to post this on the screen. So the free list is closed. We are moving on. So right now we have Transformation and Ray on the donation list. All right, so okay, I have your questions through your donation. So we're going to start with the first person you're asking about, the one that you sent the donation for at 6:23, okay? Or whatever time it is where you're at. It was 15 minutes ago. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, is that okay if I call you Queen? Because that's how I know you. You know, isn't it Queen Resilient? I recognize your picture, and also when you donate, it's the same name, so I definitely recognize you. I just didn't know when you change your name. Do you want me to call you something different or not? All right. So we're shuffling for your first question. Oh no. It looks like some of my tea that I made, it looks like the bag got like busted open or something. But I like what this says on my tea. It says, never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. I like that. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go filter my tea. Yeah, I know. It's nice. I like that one. Sometimes they're a little silly, the things that they say. I'm just like, okay. But I like that one. Okay. So, this person is either attempting reconciliation with you or has already attempted it recently. So, for example, if you guys are not in communication, he's gonna come back. He's ready to come back around and make amends, try to connect and get back together. If he has recently done that, he's very happy with this decision that he made. I feel like Ace of Cups, the Fool, Nine of Cups means that he's feeling hopeful and positive about the possibility of starting something over with you or starting something new with you. And he feels like this is going to work out in his favor. He has a new lease on life, a new perspective. Maybe he's suddenly acknowledging how he feels for you, and this is, encouraging him and motivating him to this reconciliation. But I do feel like if you guys are not in communication, he's saying, I miss her, and I want to spend time with her again. Beyond that, I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel hopeful about it, is kind of what I'm hearing from him. I know. I remember because we were doing a reading for you when it seemed kind of like all hope was lost. But that's not what I'm getting from this reading right now. I think he is worried about your reaction here, like what your response is going to be. But he really wants to reconnect with you. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go strain my tea really quickly. Queen, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Luckily, I have a loose leaf filter, so I was able to just transfer that over. So I'm talking about Junior. We're talking about Junior right now. That's who I pulled for. I know you're laughing because you're like, what the heck? But that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. So. But yeah, did you have any follow-up questions on that one before I move on to the next person? Is his name Traven? The next one. You and who just started talking again after 60 days? Girl, what did I say when I pulled these cards? I literally said he will be reconnecting with you, or he's very happy about the recent reconnection. And look it. He literally just connected with you. Like, that's crazy. I can't make this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. Okay, so let's look at the next person for you. All right, Traven. Let's see what's going on here. You have to, like, I mean, that's right. Like, you've got to pull back, you know, if you feel it's needed. You got to do what you got to do. By the way, how is my camera quality coming through? Are you guys noticing any? Is it blurry? So I feel like this person, Traven, wants to be, or likes or wants to be spontaneous with you. Like, there's this feeling of, like, I need to keep my cool. I need to do this the quote unquote right way. Thank you. But I want to be, like, more spontaneous. Like, I feel like I'm too button up. I feel like I'm not taking enough chances with her, or something along those lines. I feel like 10 of Cups, I don't know. 10 of Cups has got me thinking that he feels like you guys work really well together, that there's, like, good companionship and compatibility here. The Strength card indicates a fierceness in you that he appreciates, even a level of confidence in you that he finds attractive. This would also indicate that he feels like you affect him, like you make an impact on his thoughts and the way he goes about his day, that you have influence on him. I would believe him. I would believe that he feels this way. I feel like he really just wants to kind of just follow his impulses when it comes to you, and he feels like he holds back a lot. So I feel like Ace of Pentacles here talking about making an offer. So yeah, Page of Cups, Messenger of Love, believing in the impossible. So maybe you've like sparked this like romantic in him, or where he's starting to feel like hopeful about love. Look at what you're doing to these men. Well, here's the thing, Queen. You don't have to choose either one of them if you don't want to. But to me, what's important about making decisions is not it. My feelings are important. Yes, my feelings about things are important. But I think the most important thing when viewing it is, how are these people treating you? I think needs to be the priority. So if one is treating you better than the other, that's the direction I would look in. If they're treating you the same, but they're saying a lot, that's something to consider. But if no one is trying to, I mean, I do think Traven might be trying to lock it down right now, but there's nothing saying that you have to do that until your mind is made up. And the other thing is that for them, you want to make sure that you are made up. You want to make sure your mind is on right, because if you're acting like you're moving towards this person and then that person and this person, you can come off looking confused, and they might either lose interest, or it also might not be very fair to them because you're not sure. So I think it's important to look at all sides of things and then determine how you feel after that. Cool. Well, it was nice seeing you again. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks, Queen. Ray, I am shuffling for you now. Okay, so Ray, the first thing I feel is like earlier with the yes no question is that I think he just honestly could take it or leave it. I think either way for him, I think what it was is it's not that he didn't necessarily care. So if I said that, I guess that was the wrong words. I feel like he didn't feel bad. I think that's what I was trying to say, is that he did not feel bad about not inviting you, meaning like he was okay with that decision. I'm not saying he didn't care, and I'm not saying that he wouldn't have rather had you there, but I think in his mind he's thinking to himself, I don't feel bad that I didn't invite her necessarily. Like, so when you asked, does he feel bad? I meant like, are you asking me, is he worried that he hurt your feelings? Does he legitimately did he not want you to come? Is he personally upset that he didn't invite you? So it's like, there's multiple ways that question can be interpreted. So I want to be clear. I don't think he feels bad in the sense that this is like affecting him. Now, would he prefer to have you there? Probably, but I think that he's okay with the decision that he made. So I just want to be clear on that. I feel like saying he doesn't care at all is probably wrong. You said that's fine. I just didn't get why my birthday was the week of Thanksgiving. Yet, oh, happy belated birthday. Yet he's still asking me what I did for my B-Day, why I didn't tell him. So I think he does care. The reason why I wanted to make that clear is because the Eight of Pentacles in reverse makes me feel like he's trying to keep it cool. The Moon, the Hermit, the Chariot, he's trying to come off very like aloof. I think that's the right word. Like take it or leave it. Like, I'm trying to play it cool. I'm not going to look like I'm trying too hard or working too hard or anything like that. I think for him, he is interested to know what you have been doing, because I think that keeps him better informed about how to pursue you. The Moon talks a lot about feeling like you're mysterious, like the things that you do in your personal life are not known to him, and maybe he feels like you keep to yourself a lot, or that you keep a lot of things hidden. So I feel like he's just trying to dig and find out what you're doing, where you are, how you're spending your time, because I think that helps him better navigate what his next move should be. Right. So I think that he is curious for sure. I think that he feels like you keep some stuff to yourself. We never dealt with each other. He's a friend. I used to talk to one of his friends. I mean, he could be trying to find out this information for your friend, because remember I was saying like, or not your friend, one of his friends, like he could be trying to get this information from you to report back. But remember how I said like he is trying to figure out about your life because he feels like a lot of stuff is kept private, but he's trying to act cool. He's trying to act like it doesn't matter. Like he doesn't want to look like he's trying too hard or working too hard to get this information, but he does feel like you keep things private, and so he's trying to figure out how to move forward. So this could possibly indicate that he's trying to get this information for someone else. I'm not sure the nature of y'all's relationship necessarily, but it does seem like he's trying to, I don't know, I think he is trying to get more information. I think he's right now just trying to figure out what's going on with you. Hey, Rising. Okay, you will be next. I'll shuffle for you in just a second. Thank you. Ray, that sounds great. I can do up to 3 readings in a row, and then I'll move on to the next person. So feel free to donate. All right, Ray, what are we doing for you now? All right, let's take a look. So, Ray, I saw that you donated enough for 8 cards. Did you want me to do an 8-card reading for you? Or how would you like me to break this up for you? Oh, I forgot to pin. There we go. Oh, wow. All right, so we have the King of Swords and the High Priestess coming out together. I would say with 99% accuracy that this is the case. Yes. I do feel like Josh feels like he's the middleman here in this situation. He's trying to keep the peace, keep the balance. There's a lot of themes here talking about, oh, I'm in the middle. I'm in the center of 2 different sides of things. I'm trying to keep things balanced. So he feels like he's like the middleman or the middle ground that is here to try to, I feel like, honestly, like I do feel like he kind of, I don't feel like he put himself here either. I think that honestly, this all came out very innocently, that he was just trying to be a good friend. But I think somehow he found himself in the middle. I don't think he tried to put himself there. I think it just happened to be, I'm hearing like mutual connection or something. Like it's somehow he just found himself in the middle of this. I don't think he tries to insert himself, but I do feel like he almost feels like he is the glue here between this connection. The King of Swords and the High Priestess is saying like follow your gut on this. The King of Swords is definitely one to strategize. So I feel like he's over here trying to do that. He's trying to strategize on how to maybe bring you guys together. I think honestly in the end, he's just trying to find a happy outcome here with the 9 of Cups. His course of actions might be a little skewed just because he might not really know what he's doing. He might not be very good at this. And like I said, I don't think that he inserted himself into this intentionally. I think he just saw both sides and thought, hey, there's something, maybe because I know them both or something like that, I could help. But I feel like he doesn't set out to do this. This isn't what he wanted. This is just kind of something that happened. Yeah, I got you. Do you want me to pull a couple extra cards on this? I can do more tarot. I can do message cards from T to you. I can pull oracle. All right, let's pull some message cards from T to you. What does T want to say to Ray? I am waiting patiently. I miss hearing your voice. I feel the sexual tension. And I feel like also he wants to start over. He wants to start over. Like he wants to be more than this. I want you so badly. You're welcome, Ray. Thank you for the donation. Hey babe, did you have a chance to Oh, hey Rising, you're totally good. Honestly, if I had, let's just say if we made plans to do it this week somehow, I'm sure that wouldn't happen, but I clearly I don't know if you can tell or if you were here earlier, but I've been dealing with a sinus infection and I just have not been on my game. I feel okay, but I just don't feel 100%. So I don't even know if I would have been able to commit to this week either. And then, of course, next week is next week Christmas. I'm getting all my days mixed up. Okay, week after next. So it's just going to be kind of crazy probably for now. Yeah, but I get you though. Like, things are just crazy. Crazy. All right. We're shuffling for you now. Let's see what we've got. Rising, for this intention on this reading, do you want me to... Oh, okay, that sounds good. You can add on for messages for sure. Do you want me to set the intention of a specific time frame? Like, if you want to know what's to come, do you want it to be like within the next 3 weeks or the next 2 months? Do you have like a specific time frame that you want me to get really specific with? Okay, so what is the time frame that you would like me to do? Okay, got it. Hey, honey. I plan on sending those out tomorrow, so that's why I want to make sure. Just trying to give a little more visual here. Down here, just so you know, we have Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, and Eight of Wands. Some things are coming through. It's not fully clear yet. Okay, so I feel like he's gonna want to clear the air with you. I'm getting that strongly with the Judgment card, and the Six of Swords. Is like he's gonna want to, I guess, explain himself or something. I almost feel like the more you learn, the less you're gonna like. I do have tea here. I've been sipping on it. Well, that looks empty. It's not empty. I've been sipping on tea. I think I have ginger in my... I have so much tea. I'm bound to have ginger. If not, I at least have ginger, ginger itself. But I feel like for him, for you both, I feel like the more that you hear, the less you're going to like, to be completely honest. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands is kind of giving like, the more I find out, the less I want to know, the less I want to understand. It just kind of indicates that like there's information flying all about, but it's like turning into a storm. I don't know if you can see like the tornado in the background, the Three of Swords next to it. It's a dark sky here. It feels almost like it's just making matters worse. So I feel like between now and the end of the year, there will be this desire to clear the air, for him to explain himself, but I don't think it's necessarily doing you guys any good. The Ten of Cups in reverse feels like things are falling out of alignment, disharmony. Like you guys are, I don't think you hate him or anything, but I just feel like you guys are just like on two different pages here. And it just doesn't necessarily feel like good. Trying to see. I really feel like he wants to try hard to explain himself. He really wants to have you understand things on a level like, okay, this is kind of what I'm picking up, is like he thinks that by telling you everything or telling you more will bring you guys to a level of commonality. Like he thinks that will bring you guys to the same page. Like everything will be better once I can explain this to her. It will be better. And he really thinks that. But I feel like for you, you're like, that, no, that doesn't make any of this even any better at all. And even still, like, it might even be making things worse, to understand further about this. So like, or maybe it's not making things worse. Maybe it's just the reality of it all is sinking in more and more, of like maybe the type of person that he is, or the way he makes decisions. Whatever this thing is, it's just like suddenly the reality of it all kind of kicks in and starts shifting your perspective. You said you pray that he doesn't even try. Yeah, so Honestly, I think the main thing that you can expect from him is wanting to explain himself, wanting to tell you, how did this happen and why did this happen and where was my head at and whatever all these things are. I feel like he would want to defend himself or explain himself. Damn, Rising. I'm so sorry. I mean, maybe it's for the best, but still. Messages, please. Yeah, Rising, I completely get that. No, he says, I couldn't let you get close to me. I am not financially stable. This kind of sounds like I wish you didn't find out like that, or I wish you didn't find out, or there's something here about like finding out. When he says I wish I could take back my words, it's like something about like how things went down or how things happened. He's not okay with that. He feels like you were a spiritual lesson for him. Let's see. Messages, please, to Rising. Okay, Rising, that sounds good. Messages to Rising. Messages to Rising. I don't know how to feel. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have too much to lose. So the position that he has put himself in, I feel, is one that he's trying to say he can't really change. He can't really change the predicament that he is in. It might be permanent. But he's saying like there's just too much that I don't have control over. So hopefully that resonates. Something about this decision feels like, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like this thing that you found out, it feels like it started off being his choice, but then it became something that was out of his control. Like he made the decision or he made the choice, but now he's having to suffer from those consequences or something, and feels like he's no longer in control of what's happening to him. That's the energy that, or the message, I guess, that I'm getting right now of the situation. Is that now things have kind of gotten away from him. Like he can't, like he's not in a position to control this or change this or something along those lines. He feels pretty powerless in this situation. All right, Rising, what is your question for your next donation? Ah, I see, rising. Okay. Well, I'm glad that it resonates. Yeah, it just really feels like something that he chose. He did it. He decided, or this is all from a decision that he made. But suddenly things have just gotten out of his control from this. Yeah. All right. All right, so in this reading, we have the Ten of Cups upright, Eight of Swords, Page of Swords and Queen of Cups together, Four of Swords, Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Rising, does he know that you know whatever this is? Does he know about that you know? Because I don't know why, I'm just curious to ask you that question. Because it seems like he knows that you know. Okay. Good. I just want to make sure that he knew. It felt like he did, but I just wanted to make sure. I clarified the Ten of Cups and I got Ten of Cups. What are the odds? I see, rising. So the terminology or the phrase that's coming through, hey, little pets, the phrase that's coming to mind is fool's errand. And I guess the meaning behind that for this reading would be that it would be a failed attempt for him, like to come forward and come together and try to have you see him in a different light. I do think, yes, he will. I think that he is going to try to do this because the other reading we got is him wanting to explain himself. But I think from his perspective is that he can try to like have you see him differently. He can try to give you a different perspective to help understand why this has happened. I feel as though Spirit is saying that this will be a failed attempt. This will not be able to work out the way that he would set out to do it. It seems like you would feel very restricted. This would definitely not be a clean slate for any kind of like relationship to form. You guys would always have this kind of hanging over your head. And hey, Lil Pits, yes, you can ask a yes or no question. And it seems as though you're going to say like you're going to say to him, I need to just think on this. I need to sleep on this. I need some time to process this. But I feel like in your gut, you're going to know already how you feel about it. And the reason why you might say, I just need some time is because maybe you're not ready to fully process the fact that this connection could be done and over with. But I think that in your gut, you do know. And it seems that he is going to try. He is going to try to help you see things differently. He's going to try to make things better. He's going to try to make you feel important or safe or like you can trust this or something along those lines. And I feel like for you, you feel like your hands are tied. You feel like a little bit, maybe you're blindsided by this. I feel like maybe you feel like this kind of just came out of nowhere and you're like not really sure how to feel at this point. The Two of Swords also indicates that you don't know what your future is going to hold with this person in a way that you've never felt before. So like the uncertainty feels different now. And you don't really want to live your life like that. So it's interesting. It does feel, yes. It does feel like he's going to try to clear the air. I do think so. But again, with the Fool's Errand, it almost seems like it's a non-starter, like it's a failed attempt right from the jump. An effort that's likely to be successful. Rising, I got your donation, girl. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, I see. Have you been talking about it on your channel or something? take a look. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, got it. I see. Wow, lovers being the first one out. You also got lovers in one of your readings. I think it was the last reading I just did. Okay, so he feels like he's on the outside of your life, rising right now. He just feels like a fly on the wall looking in. The Five of Pentacles also talks about feeling left out in the cold. So he could feel very distant and disconnected from you, like you're leaving him behind, like you cut him off, like you don't care about him anymore, like your mind has changed. Hey SB, thank you so much. You'll be next after rising, okay? He sees you just letting go. This person's kind of like throwing their belongings to the wind and saying, "C'est la vie, see you never." The world also talks about completion, as you know. So it makes me feel like he feels like you've closed this like book. Okay, you're not even closed the chapter. Like he feels like you're done. Like you've just kind of let this whole thing go. Let's see. Like you're ready to pick up a new book and do something different. He does feel like this is his karma coming back out to get him. He feels like he made all the wrong choices. His true feelings for you, we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So these are real feelings. These are genuine soul connections that he feels he's experienced with you. And quite frankly, he's probably a bit heartbroken or like hurt, like experiencing kind of pain, but he does feel like you just completely cut him off. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, painful separation, feeling like you're never going to get another chance again is what it feels like to me. I feel like he feels you're extremely defensive when it comes to him. So he doesn't even know like how you're feeling about him. Maybe he feels like you're like things are just over, things are just done, and you're like, don't fucking come near me. Like I'm kind of getting that like just leave me alone type of, and I don't think that he even feels like there is an opportunity or an opening to communicate with you, although he'll take it if he gets that chance. I think he still has one foot in this, but I think he thinks you're completely gone. I don't know if you if that was like I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said I was gonna run and go to the bathroom really quickly because I've been drinking a lot of tea and water during this live stream. So SB, feel free to get your questions prepped and I'll be right back. You're welcome, Rising. Okay, so I'm back. SB, are you in here by chance? Okay, perfect. SB is here. Okay. Absolutely. That's fine, SB. As long as that's, well, no, because Rising said it was cool. She said she'll wait for her last reading, so that's fine. Oops, didn't mean to throw that on my screen. So we're going to do 4 or 5 cards for SB. SB, feel free to post all your questions now if you want, or most of them, or however you want to do it, because I can save them. Okay, first question. What? That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Girl. That's ambition right there. Okay. So, honestly, I have the expression like living on a wing in a prayer here. So, that typically is the energy of this is a big thing to take on, and it can't just be filled with hope or faith. It has to be something that is, it can't just be like, I'm going to pursue this and I'm not really going to have a plan. This is going to require, oh, that's so sweet, a childhood dream. This is going to take like everything out of you. There has to be a lot of method and strategy to this. And it literally can be, it has to be the only thing that you do for a very long time. You can't, it's almost like wanting to be a surgeon. Like, so you just decide one day you want to be a surgeon. Like, think of how involved that is. So I feel like Spirit is saying that it's going to require so much of you that it just, you know, your willpower is what's going to keep you here. I saw the 10 of Swords paired with the Fool, meaning that you can make this happen. You have the willpower within you to do it, but it might not go as planned and you might get discouraged. And this is a lot to take on. And I don't know. I feel like it's possible, but I'm leaning more towards there's going to be a lot more interruptions, unexpected things that happen. And this might turn into something that you, I would hope, don't perceive as a failure if it doesn't work out, but you might perceive it as a failure, and you might perceive it instead of a lifelong dream or a lifelong goal as more like a lifelong disappointment. So I feel like Spirit is kind of saying that this is a path for you. This is a future for you, but it's a lot. And I don't necessarily know if they're over here like rooting for this, is what it feels like. It feels almost like, I don't know. It's funny because this live stream, I had a tea bag that had like they have like little phrases on it. And it said something to the effect of, don't be upset when things don't work out. At least you had the courage to try. But it was like that was the effect of it. And that's kind of what I feel like in this reading, is that it all depends on how you're perception is going to be if it doesn't work out? Are you going to view this as, hey, at least I tried? Hey, at least like I went into the unknown brave? You know, my dad works in outer space. I always was intrigued and have an obsession with outer space and planets, but I wonder if it would just add stress. Yeah. That's actually really cool. Your dad works in outer space. How awesome is that? I love it. Following in dad's footsteps. Yes, Ray, you can donate again. But this is a big thing to take on, SB, and it's like, if anyone can do it, if you can do it, the kind of thing. Like, if there's anyone that can make this happen, it's you, is what I hear them saying. But if life gets in the way, if something happens and you don't get there, if something better comes along, how are you going to view this? Are you going to view this as something that you didn't fulfill? And is it going to affect you negatively? Because if you can handle the disappointment that comes along with the success, then I say go for it. I just know this is going to be a lot for you to take on. That's so cute. So basically, if you do this, you have to get super serious with it. I'm ready for your second question. I want to make it a slow goal, but I feel I'm so driven sometimes it interferes with my social life. Well, this will definitely interfere with the social life for sure. And not just temporarily. Like, this seems like years and years and years, like, of something that's going to interfere. Wow, it's looking real crooked here. Sorry. You know what I'm in the mood for? Lasagna. Doesn't it sound good?
Not really.
It doesn't? Mm-mm. What are you in the mood for? Mm-mm. Okay. So, SB, I feel like with this, this is an interesting thing. They're saying that you're going to have a restored faith in humanity. Like, you're going to come out of this almost like spiritual event or something like that. Like you're gonna feel like, wow, there were a lot of people who just the energy was good, the vibe was high, humanity isn't so bad. Like I feel like you're gonna like kind of view people in a very positive way, and realize like the strength in everyone having like the same, hey butterflies, thank you, the same, like being on the same wavelength. The 10 of Cups just talks about like everyone being on the same page, same wavelength, compatible. You might run into like really awesome people, you might make new friends. But this just kind of talks about things just like flowing, being in harmony, everyone just like enjoying themselves, having a good time, kind of thing. And I feel like you can get in flow a lot better by making it to this event. The 5 of Cups stagnant energy is confirmed, or sorry, getting confirmation for that from the 8 of Wands. So with the 8 of Wands kind of confirming, clarifying, it's making me feel like you're in a stagnant energy. You're going to be in more of a movement type of energy. You might even dance a little bit. I think just kind of getting out of your head is pretty much the extent of what you'll be feeling leaving this. Good. I'm glad then. That makes me happy. You said, oh my god, cute cards. They are cute cards. So I saw a couple people come in and say they were going to donate. I just want to let you guys know, so far I haven't received anything. So if you did send something, you might want to double check. This is my list right now. I just put it in the chat so that everyone knows where they are. Butterflies, I got your donation. So, SB, I would love to look at your chart a little bit further. You might want to do a career reading with me. But I feel as though, and I'm very curious, because like, do you know what your South Node is and your North Node is? Because something tells me that you have a lot in your chart that indicates that you have a lot to be proud of. You are a busybody, and I feel as though with every achievement, every success, every certification, license, degree, promotion, whatever, you do feel this sense of success and the sense of happiness as far as like you being proud of what it is that you've accomplished, and that feels so good to you. I do, however, feel like there's a challenge here in this life for you of having fulfillment in what it is that you're doing, and like being happy with the things you have achieved. It's like always on to the next for you. And so yes, you will be proud. Absolutely. You will feel success. You will feel this high. You will feel this excitement. You will feel like, hell yeah, I'm a motherfucking astronaut. Like, you're going to just be like, oh, it's just going to be bragging rights. It's going to be awesome. Underneath it all, though, I do wonder if, like, you think to yourself, is this going to fulfill me, though? I've been there, done that, accomplished it. Is this bringing me fulfillment in my everyday life? Is this something that I actually want? Am I just chasing a dream to feel the success? Is this what I want my life to look like? Is this how I want my life to be? And I think that for you, there's like this challenge of balancing success with ultimate fulfillment and feeling like you have meaning in your life and feeling like you are happy. And it could also be that chasing after these goals, chasing after these highs of the success, and like with like much deserved bragging rights to say that I did this thing. The question is like, is that bringing you happiness ultimately? You know, temporarily, yes. And every once in a while being able to say, yeah, this is what I did and I feel proud of that. But I think that if you're not happy in your everyday moments, what is the point? Right? So I would actually be really interested to look at your chart even further. But so yes, ultimately, overall, you will be proud. You'll be so proud. You will feel like you achieved something that rarely anyone achieves. And it's such like an extraordinary thing to say, this is what I did and this is who I am. And not only that, but to be able to experience something that a small fraction, small percentage of the entire world gets to experience, I think is actually pretty incredible. So yes, there's going to be so much pride that comes with it. The thing is with this reading that I'm feeling is like, I don't know how long that fulfillment is going to last for you. That's the only thing. All right, we are working on the last question for SB. And then we'll be moving on to Rising Storm. Rising Storm, if you're in here, if you can just let me know. Awesome. Rising, I'm ready for your question if you are. Got it, Rising. Okay, so SB, I am getting a no. I feel like there are places that just give to us naturally. They give us energy. You will know what these places are because you're very drawn to these places. Maybe because you've been there before, maybe because You don't know why. You just know innately, like in this intrinsically, that you're supposed to experience this place or this place again. And I feel like there is this limited benefit, a limited benefit, yeah, I guess that's correct, of you staying in the city that you're in right now. I don't feel like it's giving to you. It's not giving to you in the way that it should, as far as like inspiration and I don't know. It's almost like I feel like the well has run dry here. It just feels like you've just, you've exhausted all that you need to here in this place. Like, there's not much more to explore or to do in this place. I don't feel like it's giving to you necessarily creatively. It might not be giving you, I don't know, there's something here about needing to have peace. And I'm like, is she too much of a hermit in this place, or is she not, and is she not socializing enough, or is she giving herself the amount of time that she needs? There's something here about like needing peace. And I do feel like it feels limited. It feels restricted here in this place. So yeah, I got you. It could just be it's a season. It could just be that it's served its purpose, and eventually it's just not going to be the place that you're in anymore. Too much of a hermit. So yeah, you'll eventually leave. Maybe sooner than later. Not socializing, stressed out. And not only that, but you could get stuck in a rut. You might feel like you're stuck in a routine, doing the same thing day in and day out, living in Groundhog Day. And when I honestly think personally, I feel like when we lack inspiration and we lack creativity, we lose our power. If we're not being inspired, it kind of weighs on our soul. If we're not excited about things, it like weighs us down. And I definitely feel like routine and structure is great, but as long as it's balanced with creativity and inspiration. If you have too much of one or the other, you can either have anxiety, other mental health issues, you can have like agoraphobia, you can have so many different things. Yeah, you're welcome. Rising said mine is spicy. Yeah, SB. So for you, what I get from that is that you're living a life with the South Node in Libra and North Node in Aries. Is you're having to get out of your comfort zone is what it is. Doing things and being with people and experiencing situations that challenge you. Libra South Node can tend to keep you a bit where it's safe. And not only that, but a bit focused on other people and not so much yourself. And I feel like with Aries, you're saying like, it's almost like a Leo North and an Aquarius South. It's kind of giving like the same energy, where Aries is like, you're going to go get it. You're not going to hang back. You're just going to go do it. You're just going to go get it done. So yeah. I have an Aries rising, actually. And I have a lot of stuff going on in my Libra house. So I can kind of relate a little bit. All right, rising. Ooh, major arcana. Okay, so rising, I think that you would very much enjoy yourself. You would enjoy your time. I think that honestly, I think this might actually be good for you, in a sense that you could kind of get him out of your system. I think that a lot of what keeps you guys connected is this sexual energy. So being able to explore that would really help the connection, because you could kind of just like get each other out of your system. There's clearly an attraction there. There's clearly sexual tension there. And so I think being able to explore that, play that out, experience that a few times will really help with the transitional period that you are meant to get out of with this relationship. So I think that you're going to realize it's not going to necessarily lead to a relationship with this person, but I think that it's going to just kind of, you're going to sow your oats. You're going to, I don't have any other phrase but to say get each other out of your system, like to basically be able to experience that with one another and just enjoy it. Because I think what it is that even though there's probably a connection on a deeper level, this is regardless, it's going to help you transition out. It's going to help bring in some kind of new life into the connection. No matter where it ends up going, I don't think it's going to be a relationship. I could be wrong. But at a minimum, I think you're going to enjoy yourself, enjoy your time. You're going to be able to like experience some things you've been wanting to think of, or you've been thinking about when it comes to him and everything. And I think just being able to play that out and see what that's all about, see in it's not in your head anymore. It's like actually happening in real life. And just be able to kind of like, just kind of be able to just really get up in there. And I think too is that it'll help you draw your own conclusions. It will help you come to your own conclusions from this connection, because you'll go, okay, been there, done that. Now, how do I really feel about this person? Because you might come to terms with the fact that it might have just been attraction, physical attraction all along, and that was it. Or you might realize that it's something more, but you never really knew because you never really experienced it with this person. So your first step with this person has always been energetically, it's always been mental. And now you can move into something more physical and have better understanding of how you feel for this person or how this person feels for you. And it really will help you be able to move on from that. I think that if you skip this step altogether, it's fine. I do think you're always going to wonder about them though. Sorry guys, I was doing my playback. You probably heard that. Hi, little light. You can ask a yes or no question, but you will have to wait for. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You will have to wait till I'm done with donations, though. So if you're willing to hang around, then I can answer a free yes no for you. During the process, no, I'm getting a no rising. Oh, you said thank you, Luna. You're such a great help for me right now. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. So for this, I am getting a no. I feel like this is, I don't know. It feels like almost like a non-starter. Like I almost feel like because he is able to experience the part that he like really wants to experience with you, it's leaving him feeling fulfilled in that area. And he's like, why fix what isn't broken? Why make this something more than it is when I'm really enjoying myself, kind of thing. I see like charm, I see attraction, I see romance, but the devil here does have me a little bit concerned that it's going to be strictly physical. I feel like he will be a generous lover. I feel like he'll want to make sure that you're happy and you're satisfied. But I don't know if this is going to be what ignites the feeling of wanting to be something more. I don't think this alone is going to do that. Maybe spending more time together, learning more about you, connecting on an emotional level might eventually do that, but strictly just being friends with benefits during that process, I don't think that is going to make him want more with you. Rising Storm, let me know if you have any questions about that. You know what's good is the Parmesan ones.
What? Oh, yeah.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
You seem sleepy.
I'm just so cold.
You're welcome, Rising. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a good rest of your night. All right, so right now we have butterflies as our one and only donation. We've kind of gone through the list and everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a last call on the screen because my voice is starting to hurt a little bit to talk. So if anybody wants to donate for a last call, feel free to do that now. Butterflies, if you're in here, feel free to post your question so I can get that done for you. Yes, Little Light, absolutely. Go ahead now and post in the chat what your question is, okay? Oh, thank you for subscribing. Let me know in the chat right now what your question is. As long as it's in a yes or no format, we're good. And I will get to you just before I sign off, okay? Oh, that's totally fine, butterflies. No worries. We usually wait. I usually call on you at least three times. I've waited all the way up until 10 minutes before signing off. I try to give you guys ample time. Little Light, I have your question for you, and I will get to you just before I sign off. Thank you for the sub. So we're doing a last call right now for readings. List is about to close. We have one donated reading to do and one free, and then I'm signing off. So if you do plan on donating, just let me know in the chat real quick before you send it, and we'll add you to the list. Butterflies, that sounds good. Okay, Ray, that sounds good. It's not too late. All right, I work with a bunch of women that can be a bit much. Preach. Preach, girl. I worked in a salon. I worked in a medical office. I usually work in female dominating industries, and I get it. Your lead said something to you about a situation, but never address things others. Oh, so you feel almost like you're being targeted. Okay. Let's see. Ray, I got it. Thank you. You'll be next, okay? Butterflies. So are we doing an in-depth for you, or are you doing 2 mini readings? Just so I know how many cards to pull for you. Ah, okay. In depth. Okay, no, you're good. All right, let's see. What's going on with the TV? Oh. Okay, so butterflies, the first row up here I did is like, how does the lead feel about you? Because I was curious about the dynamic between you and this person specifically. And then the second row, is how things will unfold, just so that I can get a better understanding of what is all going on. Manor, hello and welcome in. We're actually about to close the list, Manor, and the free list closed about an hour and 45 minutes ago. So we're not taking any more questions. So as far as the lead, butterflies, oh my God, your lead feels okay. Does your lead get like off on being in a position of power? Yes. I do feel like this person likes being the one in charge. But I do think they try as much as they can to view things objectively. I feel like they only feel they have so much power. Like they feel that they only have but so much influence over the team. Maybe because of who they have to answer to, but they feel like a lot of the times their hands are tied, and it does seem like they're just trying to keep the peace. I think that they sense a lot of either competition or, as you worded it, drama, things that are not really, there's just inner conflict here. I think that just comes with the territory of a lot of different personalities coming together. Exactly, butterflies. I was going to say she has a very passive personality, one where she doesn't feel like she has much control. We have the restricted card here, 8 of Swords. So I think that's where, and I think she views you as someone who would be willing to give her the respect. And so a lot of times that's why she comes for you, because I think that she knows that other people aren't going to handle things with as much grace as you will. But I don't think she necessarily likes this part of her job, to be completely honest. I think she likes that she likes her title. She likes feeling important. She likes feeling in charge, but I think that she's not very confrontational person. So, and not only that, but she feels she only has but so much control over the situation. And she's really just here trying to maintain the peace. And I don't really think that it's anything specifically against you. I want to just be clear about that. As far as how things are going to unfold with the team, it may require someone from higher up above the team lead. I have a King of Cups here. Could be a masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. But there's someone that's higher up in a higher position of power that may have to come in and try to, I guess, resolve things and try to de-escalate things and kind of help the lead or give the lead some direction. Maybe she's going to someone about these issues herself, and she's getting advice from a higher up on how to handle these situations. Exactly, butterflies. That's what I mean, is that she doesn't think that you're going to give her problems. So I think that's why she's more willing to come to you about it. But I understand how that can feel kind of isolating, because you're like, okay, because because I'm not a problem, then you keep coming for me. Like, that's something about that doesn't seem right. But I get it. It's because she's a passive person, or seems to be a passive person. I think things will eventually level out. I do think there are pockets of high tension, and that's just something that comes with the territory of being in a close environment with a bunch of people of the same gender. The 6 of Swords does indicate that some people are still going to try to pull the wool over someone's eyes here. I feel like there's certain people, or maybe one particular person, that's going to act like they're changing or act like they're going to try harder, but they're really not. 9 of Pentacles just kind of indicates that you probably will just continue or start to just spend a lot more time on your own, less involved which may not be great because in a work environment, you do want to feel like you get along with your peers, but I feel like you might just kind of want to take the high road and just say, all right, well, that's fine, but I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to get in, I'm going to work, and I'm going to leave because I don't want to be a part of this. Oh, I see. So butterflies, that is what I've got for you, girl. You're welcome, butterflies. Thank you for the donation. All right, this question is for Little Light. Little Light is a new sub today, so we're doing a free yes no for them. Ray, I have your question. Little Light. Okay, so I am getting a no. I have a no at the bottom of the deck as well. We have the 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. At the top of the deck, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So this can indicate that this does have the ability to change. But it doesn't seem like this person has feelings for you right now or is aware of the feelings that they might have. So what I mean by that is that they're not consciously thinking about you. They're not consciously pining for you. They're not consciously like pursuing you in any way. Now, if there are some feelings deep down, maybe subconsciously, whereas they could find you attractive and things like that, but they're not actively doing anything about it. So with the Wheel of Fortune at the top of the deck, it does indicate that anything can happen, and that this can change. This does have the ability to change. But as of right now, this person's focused on either someone else, maybe they're focused more on their self, they're trying to like be on their own. But overall, this person isn't like crushing on you or having romantic feelings in the way that you probably would want them to have. They might perceive you to be a good person. You could always get a reading later on. You could always donate and just see like, what are their thoughts on you? How do they view you? Things like that to kind of get a better idea of what's going on here. But as of right now, it seems like a no. The 7 of Swords could mean that they are kind of neglecting an aspect of themselves that could potentially be interested in you, but I do feel like they're turning a blind eye. They're making active choices, mental choices to either pursue someone else or just be on their own and not be looking for someone right now. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. Okay. So last on our list, we have Ray. What is this? What is this in my camera? Feels funny. Just see a little turtle. You're welcome, Little Light. All right. Shuffling for you now, Ray. Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're doing good. How are you? It's very late where you are. Is that in the UK? So, Ray, I feel like this person would tell Josh that they were never able to really get a good read on you. Justice and Temperance talk about that you are a very balanced person, but you don't really let too much on or wear too much on your sleeve. I feel like Tim would say something along the lines of like, I could never really figure her out. Now, I think it's possible that he would say, from what I know, from what I understand, or from what I got to experience, she seems to have a really good head on her shoulders. Oh, okay. Yeah, Spirit understood your interpretation here. So you wanted to know what Josh thought about T. So this is what Josh thinks about T. Or Josh told T, I'm sorry. What Josh told T. Yes, this is what Josh told T. That he can't get a good read on you. That he feels like he hasn't really been able to, that you don't really like let on too much what your thoughts are, that you don't really wear your heart on your sleeve, that he can't really seem to figure you out. But from what he does know, he feels like you have a good head on your shoulders. He feels like you're a fair person. He feels like you are, I'm getting a lot of like earthy vibes. So earth and air, where you have this air of mystery about you, but it's not a darkness. It's more like a sweetness, like something where you just seem really nice. But even still, maybe you're guarded. That's a good word to describe. Guarded. Spirit Brothers, I'm so sorry. My list is closed, but if you want to stick around, I go live like pretty much every day. And I offer free readings at the beginning of those live streams. So as long as you get here early, whenever I go live, just turn your notifications on for my channel. You can come in and get some free readings with me, okay? And it doesn't matter if you're new or if you've been here before. I will do free readings either way. Ray, I feel like Josh views you as someone maybe a bit innocent. There's like this nice, sweet, fair, maybe possibly, I know I wouldn't say naive, but I would say there's just this innocence about you that he perceives you to be. You're just a very kind person, and he thinks that you're a good person. I also feel like maybe he thinks he would tell Josh, like, you guys seem to have a lot in common, like, or maybe your personalities would be compatible. I feel like that's something he would probably tell Josh. There's something here about just you're not 100% upfront with Josh. And I think that that kind of is what is blocking him from really fully feeling like he can get to know you. There's like this veil, there's this guardedness, this defensiveness that you wear. And he feels like he can't really penetrate that and like get to know you on a deeper level. So he may have related that to Tim or T or whatever his name is. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else coming through. There could be something that he's witnessed that makes him think that you're creative. There could be something like an example of this would be if he saw like a little doodle on your notebook. Like he saw a little drawing that you did and he'd be like, oh, maybe she's creative. Or maybe he saw you wear like music note earrings and thinks that you are really into music or you write your own music. Or something about the way that you carry yourself, something that you said, maybe the way that you dress has like given him this perspective that you're more of a creative type as well. And there's something here about being a bit disorganized that he may have told T. I don't know like how clean your area is. Like I don't, if you and Josh, like for example, if you work together, I can't remember what the dynamic is here, but maybe he notices like you're a bit scattered either mentally or like maybe it's hard for you to get your thoughts together. Or if like for example, if you guys work together, he might notice like your workspace isn't always neat all the time. It might be you just have a lot going on, but it's like organized chaos. But yeah, I just feel like he doesn't have a lot. I'm like really pulling at these cards to try to get this information. I feel like it's very hard for him to really have a lot to relay. Spirit Brothers, that sounds great. Thank you so much. All right, Ray. So that is what I've got for you, girl. Everyone else who is still here, thank you for your support, your contributions, all the donations that I got tonight. I really appreciate you guys. I probably will not be back tonight, but you should see me again this week, probably tomorrow. Oh, okay. I got you, Ray. Thank you for giving me that information. Oh, Spirit Brothers, that would be kind of crazy. I didn't realize you were a paranormal investigator. That's cool. Do you have is it just a YouTube channel? Yeah, Ray, that actually makes a lot of sense because this is more like perceiving you than it was actually feeling like they had tangible things to say, if that makes sense. Because I said multiple times throughout the reading is that they didn't feel like they had much to say or share with each other about you. Because there just wasn't much to really report. So this was all things that I was tapping into or examples that I was tapping into that was more like how they perceive you versus what they actually factually know about you. All right, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night. Ray, thank you again. I will talk to you guys later. See you next time.